All right, welcome to the comic book shop of doom here on awesomestreaming.com. I haven't done a video in a long time because there hasn't really been anything I wanted to talk about. But this is something I seen this and right away I have an idea on this. Todd McFarlane and Image Comics to launch 10 new Spawn comics. This is brand new on CBR Comic Book Resources as of Friday, October 20th, 2023. My first impressions of this, I think Todd McFarlane is looking for a buyer. I think he figures I'm going to max out what I got in my IP. So he'll get Spawn up and running again, because he really hasn't done anything in like 20 years. He did a couple issues last year, and I know they did pretty good, and he's got the Toy Empire. I think he's looking, basically, this is like eye candy where he's looking for somebody to buy everything and he retires or goes on with something else. He's 62 years old. So, I mean, he's at the age where it's like, do you want to do this anymore? Every day. And I mean, he's not really like, he hasn't drawn his own stuff in a long time. He'll do a special cover here and there, but he's more or less like an executive producer / a director. He doesn't, he doesn't do the daily pencils anymore. So that's my theory on this is I think he's looking for a buyer. And I remember years ago in the Comic Buyer's Guide, or no, it was from Fantagraphics, the Comics Journal. There was a double interview, one with Rob Liefeld and one with Todd McFarlane, and it was one of those he said she said things. That's when they were not getting along. And Rob Liefeld said something that was really interesting, where he's like, McFarlane wants to build up Spawn and his toy empire and all that, and he wants to sell it and buy an NHL team. And, I could see that, but I don't know if he would do it now, because I'm sure that would cost a good penny. But I did see that the NHL is doing, and I know he bought into one of the teams. It was like the Coyotes or something. He was a minority owner. So I don't think he would buy an entire team, but I know the NHL was looking at expansion teams. Would he want to buy the entire team without any other investors? I mean, the expansion team would probably be the way to go, but you'd have to build it up then. But, would he want to do that at 62? I don't know. You got to choose your coaches and your general managers and all your players and all that stuff. I don't know, I'm not in this guy's head, but when he's going to suddenly launch 10 new Spawn comics, something's going on. That's just my take on this. I could be wrong, but to me, he's putting out this is basically a for sale sign on his front lawn that he's looking to sell his entertainment empire. And all these companies now are they just want to gobble up IP for intellectual property for streaming, movies, TV, toys, cartoons, merchandise, even like gambling stuff. Like they'll slap anything on a poker machine, a pinball machine, a video game, anything that they think they can make a buck on it. And I think he figures I want to sell this property off. Maybe, who knows? Maybe he's sick and tired of the Union and Image Comics complaining all the time. The 10 guys they have working there constantly complaining. That's just my take on this. Hey, if he sells it, good luck to him, because he built it up, I mean, he was a millionaire when he worked for Marvel. So, he made money with Spider-Man there, and then he took a chance. He quit Marvel, and he went and he did Image. And he even said that if Image tanked, he would come back groveling on his hands and knees, begging to come back to Marvel, and they would probably take him back. If Marvel wouldn't take him, DC would. So it basically was kind of like he didn't really have much to risk when he jumped over to Image. And, they've been doing that now for 30 years, like 31 years. So, hey, good luck to him. if this is what he's going to do, like I said, I hope you find somebody that'll treat the stuff right and not just put out junk. Everybody have a good day.